On the road again, guys. Good morning. Sun's coming up. We got cakes on the griddle. It's early bird Rusty. The early worm gets the bird. And here goes my 6-liter gas hog, my Class C motorhome. Here we go, guys. On the road again. This is Rusty 78609 live and in color from Fort Clark Springs, Texas on a cool morning. Shows to be about 28 degrees. Yeah, but I got my windshield clean, thank goodness. And we're going to head on out toward Rock Springs. Thank goodness I'm not going to be heading east because the sun is just coming up. And we're going to be heading north. But we're in absolutely no hurry, guys. None at all. Not narin'. And everything went off pretty good. I'm glad I put my hoses up last night, my drain hose and my water hose. The only thing I had to bend this morning to get in the outside storage was my electrical cord, and it didn't want to bend. But it is a nice morning for a drive. It's Sunday morning, and we're on the way to Marble Falls. About a 5-hour, 6-hour drive. For me, it could be less for many other people. There's somebody out for their morning walk. A little cool. No problems with the pipes or any of that stuff because it's got to get below freezing about 5 or 6 degrees and stay there for several hours for it to break a PVC pipe. That lady's frozen, I know. Poor thing. But she's out for a walk. Good for her. So we're going to the big city of Marble Falls, Texas, population about, 3,500 or so, to get some cataract surgery and some other stuff did. And yeah, feels good to be on the road again, guys. I'm sitting here in this driver's seat of my Class C motorhome and got a good view out the window on an early morning. I didn't rush at all, actually. I really didn't. And I got a full tank of gas that I bought for $2.65 a gallon before I parked my RV under the cover 2 months ago at my home base here in Fort Clark Springs. This is a little unincorporated community right across the highway from Brackettville, Texas. About 30 miles from the Texas-Mexico border, and I've said that a lot. But every now and then, believe it or not, guys, we get a new subscriber. Not many, but we get some. Yeah, I got my green tea and some chocolate almonds and even some walnuts. How about that, guys? That's my snack. But I won't have it for a couple of hours. I won't have that till about, 9 or 10, probably 10-ish. And then as far as lunch, I'll probably just pull over and turn the generator on and use the microwave to heat up some of my soup that I made, my cabbage soup. I put some chicken in it. That'll be my lunch, and I'll just take my time because there sure ain't no hurry. I told him I'd be there about 2 p.m., and I will, or hopefully. But we can cruise along on this highway 674, I think's the number of it, going to Rock Springs. It's very little traffic on that highway, and Sunday morning there should be virtually none. And with that in mind, we'll cruise along about 55 miles an hour or less. And away we go, guys. Feels good, man. I like this. I'm looking forward to doing more of this. As long as my health keeps up, as long as I got my health, I'm on it. You want to know where all the DPS officers are in Texas? They're all here getting overtime. Guarding a border security. And the governor of Texas has been sued for protecting the Texas borders. We live in a crazy world, guys. I'm telling you. You know, what you think is up is down, and what you think's down's up. That's about right. But I cleaned my windshield. All my windows are clean. My mirrors are clean. There's the building straight ahead. That's the checkpoint. Everybody's got to go through there, and if they think they can just drive right on through without stopping and nobody's going to follow them and check them out, they're dreaming. Because they do have security 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that is right into the sun. I can't see beans that way. I'm glad I'm not heading right. I mean, that is a definite problem. That truck that came by, he's heading right into it. Sunrise. So here we go. I thought about stopping here at this little Stripes, or whatever they call it, getting a breakfast taco and a cup of coffee, but I want to break that habit. That's not a good habit. Now we'll go through what is downtown Brackettville, Texas, and out the other side. Let's go, Class C. Let's get this thing on the road here. Let's see, we're headed toward Highway 334, but we're going to go straight on Highway, I think it's 674, I think. Cruising along right now at a whopping 30 miles an hour. It always looks faster in the video. And whenever I pull up to a stop sign, to you guys it looks like I just roll right on through it, but I don't. There's the people going to early Mass, Catholics. That's a good thing about the Catholic Church. They have sessions that match everybody's timetable. They have early Mass, mid-morning Mass, and late Mass. Or early and late. On the road again, baby. I'm looking forward to this, getting all this. I'm just looking forward to the trip, actually. You know, this thing has, this chair I'm sitting in is like sitting in an armchair at home. It's got armrests and stuff. Really a comfortable seat. It's kind of like just sitting in a recliner driving down the highway. Yeah, there's not much to see between here and Marble Falls, so this will be our driving video this morning. We'll wind out here through these hills for a few minutes, and there's always a policeman up here on the right. I don't know if he sleeps in his car or he just parks it there. Well, he doesn't just park it there because he's there. Yeah, they see me in this Class C motorhome. I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped somewhere and checked me out. It's 60 miles to Rock Springs, and it's just well, it's not a straight shot. It's winding through the hills. You really can't get in a big hurry. But I'm going to cruise about 45, 50 miles an hour and enjoy the ride. Got the sun off to the right, so we're going, well, right now we're going south, is that right? The sun's on the right. No, the sun's on the right, we're going north. We're going north. I'll run it all the way up to about 50 here, and then I'll lock in. I got cruise control. Early morning, guys. We are early birds today. I'm going to have a drink of my tea and warm my body up. But one thing good about this Class C motorhome is even though it's in the 20s outside, just the dash heater on low keeps it nice and comfortable in here. Oh, that's good. boy, that was crap, or this was bad, or that was bad. I'm fine with that. Texas Hill Country. We're going to go right through it all the way to Marble Falls and still be in it. Marble Falls, Texas. Anyway, guys, I'll end the video. It ain't much here to see. And listening to me ain't exactly probably the greatest thing that ever happened. But let me think of something here. What else? Oh, I can tell you some RVing stories, but I've told them 1,000 times. I remember my first RV trip. I'll tell you that one. I had a 79 Chevrolet pickup, 350 automatic, and with about, well, it was the third engine I'd put in it. When I got back from the Peace Corps, I bought it back from the guy that I had sold it to before I went in, a guy named Mike. And so I bought my pickup back, and I had enough money to buy me a used travel trailer. I bought a 26-foot Aljo, A-L-J-O, and it was about 10 years old. That would have been it was at least 10 years old, so it was probably a 1985. I got it in 1995 or 6, whatever it was, and it had 2 entry doors, built like a tank, heavy as hell. I don't even know how much it weighed. All I know is my pickup could pull it. We had on the weight distribution hitch, the sway bar, and all that crap. Hell, it took 20 minutes to hook up all that crap. And so anyway, I picked it up to dealership, and fortunately, it was pretty level. I mean, it wasn't, down in the front or anything on the RV. And away I went to the Victoria RV Park. And I didn't know anything about RVing, nothing. I mean, there was no YouTube, no nothing. Everything you learned was by seeing and doing. And so I got to the RV park, had a drain hose, had a water hose. RV came with electrical cable, 30 amp. Got everything hooked up. Man, I was living the high life. My brother-in-law and sister brought me some floor mats to keep my feet from freezing, because I think I got it in like November, December, whenever it was. There I was, living like a big shot in the city park in Victoria, Texas. And then from there, I went out to Big Bend eventually. Bought the property on well, actually, I worked out in Big Bend for a while. Then I worked at Lajitas Resort as an income auditor, revenue auditor, whatever it was. And stayed at an RV park for a while. And I got enough money. I bought me 40 acres of land on the Terlingua Ranch with nothing, just bare land. And that was the beginning of my RVing, guys. That was it. I saw people at RV parks, state parks, with Christmas lights out, big rug. Oh hell, I got me a big rug. I did that. I never got the Christmas lights, but I did get me a big rug. I mean, I don't know, I think it was 8 by 12. And I'd put it out every time. And it would rain, and that thing gets soaking wet, and it'd weigh about 300 pounds. God almighty. I'd always throw it back in the pickup. And away we'd go. And that RV was total crap, because they had it parked down on the coast of the Gulf of Mexico. And it was all the wood inside was rotted, because it had wood in the walls instead of aluminum like they use now. And the floors were rotten. It was crap, man. My foot went through the floor in the restroom one time. I had to get a piece of plywood to plug up the hole. But I kept it about, I don't know, hard to say, 4 or 5 years, because I went all over the west in that damn thing. I drug that thing out to the north rim of Grand Canyon. I did. Oh, it was heavy, and my truck only had I think it had a 20-gallon tank, but I was only getting about 8 miles a gallon towing, and so that gave me about 160-mile range, which wasn't crap. that had phone numbers, and most of them were no good anymore. They were already out of business. But anyway, I'll end it because y'all may not even be able to hear me for all I know. But having said that, guys, from on the road again, headed to Rock Springs, Texas. This is Rusty 78609 saying, thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem, adios, bye, buy anything you want, anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you a penny. Just click on the link, go to Amazon, buy whatever you choose, drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, keep your health.